These are the dates, right?
Huh?
These are the dates.
Yeah, it's like
Years, years, years,
how
years.
it developed.
Development years.
हे गाइस, तो हम आ चुके हैं आज ये बड़े वाले मैंशन में। ये किसी खास पर्सनैलिटी का मैंशन है, लेकिन मेरे को नाम नहीं मालूम। तो देखते हैं।
Эти люди, так же как и мы с вами, европеоиды, то есть мы принадлежим к одной расе.
So these people are in the European race, we can say, in the European family.
Вот посмотрите, как провели реконструкцию облика этого человека.
Here is the reconstruction of the face, of appearance of people of those days.
А вот как они примерно одевались.
So here is the traditional clothes of people, those people that period.
Нашим дамам нравится такая одежда.
Do you like such clothes, girls? And you like too, yeah?
Да. Все натуральное.
Everything was natural.
Natural.
The materials were natural. No synthetics, of course.
И еще у этих людей были замечательные мастера.
And there were great craftsmen
Изготовляли очень красивые украшения из металла.
who made a very beautiful metal jewelry. You can see it here.
Вот сейчас немножко подробнее поговорим об этом.
I will talk a little more about it.
Как эти люди представляли себе окружающий мир.
How did these people think about the nature, the world, the environment around them?
Мир они представляли в виде мирового дерева.
They imagined, they thought that the world was like a tree, world tree.
Скажите мне, сколько ярусов у дерева?
So how many floors do you know the trees have? The grades kind of floors.
Сколько?
Do you know how many?
Like branches.
Not exactly branches, levels. Kind of. Do you know something about that? Roots, корни, да, имеется в
Да.
виду? Roots, then it is.
Ствол.
Yeah, the tree itself and
Trunk, then the
and
branches.
the
Trunk.
branches. That's right. So three. Yeah.
Да, смотри. И каждому ярусу присущи свои обитатели.
And each level had its inhabitants.
И мастера как раз сделали изображение жителей всех трех ярусов.
And the craftsmen made in their jewelry the inhabitants of all three levels.
В верхнем ярусе кто
Who
проживает?
is the top level in the branches? Who lives in the branches? Who? Birds. Birds. In
Birds.
Russian, do you know? In Russian, по-русски, знаете?
Птицы.
Птицы.
Еще там проживают боги.
And also gods. Gods somewhere.
А еще кто?
Somebody else? What is it? How do you think? Which symbol is it?
Солнышко.
The sun.
Sun.
So they thought that the branches were something which is very high, like branches, the sky. It was like together. you know, the highest level.
Затем идет средний ярус.
Then the middle level.
Кто там проживает?
Who lives in the middle level? In the tree itself? Small creatures, маленькие говорят.
Squirrels.
Люди.
Actually, you should think in a way of not real life, but a kind of imagination. So middle level, if gods are high, so middle level is who? Human people. Yeah, that's right.
И
Monkeys.
животные, animals.
And animals
Animals.
on the ground, yeah, like this.
Да. И нижний ярус,
And the
где корни.
lower, where the roots, who is there?
Under the ground.
Insects. No, it's a real, it's насекомые, конечно.
Да. Рыбы, крокодилы,
Snakes.
кроты, бобры.
Fish, crocodiles, insects, kind of animals.
Вот посмотрите под ногами у них.
Here you can
Видите, вот
see
человек стоит, а под
people,
ногами.
and under their legs, a kind of creatures who live under the earth.
Вот как они представляли себе мир и как они его изображали. Красиво?
So that is how they showed the world as they were imagining it. Is it beautiful?
Yes.
А если говорить о коми-пермяках, народе, который живет у нас в Пермском крае,
If we talk about Komi-Permiki, it's a group of people, a nation, who lives in the Perm region.
они считали, что их народ произошел от медведя.
They thought that their nation appeared from the bear. The bear.
Ну и своего предка они изображали очень красивым.
And so they showed it very, very beautifully, of course. Here you can see the bear.
Ну и вы, наверное, видели не раз герб Пермского края.
And you, of course, saw, I think not once, the emblem of Perm region.
Yeah.
Have you seen?
И там тоже мы
Bear.
видим
The bear, yeah, there is a bear on it.
Уже много говорю, нет, все понятно.
So is it okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
Ну и надо сказать, откуда произошло слово Пермь.
And now let's talk about the appearance of the word Perm, the name of our city.
Вот эти финно-угорские народы, которые живут почти 3000 лет у нас на Урале,
So these people are Finnish actually, and they appeared as Finnish, and they live for about
около 8 век до нашей эры, то есть примерно 3000
about
лет.
3,000 years they've been living until now here in the Perm region.
Вот. Часть из них все-таки ушла на запад.
Part of them went away to the west.
Такие народы, как финны,
It's Finnish people,
Карелы,
Finland, you know,
эстонцы.
some Estonish.
И вот у них русские люди спрашивали, откуда вы пришли?
So Russian people asked them, where did you come from?
И они называли эти места Перма.
And they called this place where they come from Perma,
Что значит дальняя, богатая земля.
which means far, rich land.
И вот это слово прижилось в русском языке. Вначале говорили также Перма, потом Перень, и окончательно появилось слово Перень.
So, and this word stayed in Russian language. It was like Perma, then it a little bit changed. It was Perm, and now you see it's Perm.
У нас действительно очень богатый край, об этом мы с вами еще поговорим. Но первое богатство, которое активно начали использовать, это меха.
So our region, this place is really very rich. We will talk about it a little bit more. But the first very important thing here was fur. As you can see, fur. Yeah, the animal, of course. It was cold, so sorry.
Да.
Белочки, it's squirrels.
Так они у нас даже в Балаковском колесу как
Actually, a lot on
Ну вот где-то 1000 лет назад, близко не подходите, 1000 лет назад на Урал стали приходить русские люди.
So about 1,000 years ago, Russian people
Приходили проповедники, которые были христианами и хотели, чтобы все стали христианами.
there were people who were Christians. And of course they wanted other people to become Christians. So do you understand that before that there were not Russian people? It was Finno-Ugrish, Finnish people lived here and then Russians came with the Christianity.
И таким знаменитым проповедником был Стефан Пермский.
One of the very important speakers of Christianity those days was Stefan Perm.
Он причислен к лику святых, мы видим его изображение с нимбом над головой.
So he's said he's thought to be saint. That is why you can see him in such a picture called icon on him.
И вот посмотрите, это раритет. Стефан Пермский жил в 13 веке, и вот с этим посохом ходил по нашим землям.
So as you can see, this thing is very, very important. It's a rarity. He lived in the 13th century, and it was his real stick with which he walked.
И сейчас вот эта святыня находится в нашем музее.
So it is thought to be a saint. And it is in this museum.
Следующее богатство, которое активно начали добывать на Урале, это соль.
So the next very valuable thing which appeared to be in the Urals was salt.
Salt.
Соль очень дорого стоила.
Salt was very expensive. Not as it is now. Very expensive.
Почему она важна? Это консервант и это усилитель вкуса.
So why is it important? Because it was possible to conserve products with the help of salt, for them to be able to be kept more. Yeah, you know that natural products can be kept for a long time, and salt is a natural conservant.
В те времена не было же холодильника.
There were, of course, no refrigerators. Maybe on the street, на улице.
Ну это только же зимой, а летом.
Only in winter when it is -40.
Yeah.
Refrigerated, but not in summer.
А так, на соли делались очень большие состояния, богатства.
A great money were made with the help of salt, of course.
Самыми богатыми солепромышленниками были Строгановы.
So Stroganovi, this is a family linked here. They were the richest salt obtaining and trading family.
Строгановых не будешь.
It was even the saying that it's impossible to become richer than Stroganov.
Ну и с солью на Урал пришло и богатство, и высокая культура.
And with this salt, a very high culture and richness came to the Urals.
В городах стали строить красивые храмы.
So there, you can see beautiful churches appeared in the cities those days.
Появилась богатая одежда.
It's expensive clothes appeared.
Богатые посуды, богатая мебель.
Expensive cutlery, expensive furniture. You can see everything here.
Да. Ну, следующий важный этап в истории Урала — 18 век. Ну, посмотрите.
Very beautiful, красиво.
Да.
So now you can look at it, and after that we will talk about the 18th century.
Так, ну идемте в следующий зал.
Now let's go to the next hall.
XVIII век,
The 18th century. Here you can see.
а во главе страны стал Петр I.
So Peter the Great headed the country.
Он решал все вопросы государства,
He decided on the questions and solved all the problems of the state.
и была очень одна серьезная проблема в России.
And in Russia those days was a very serious and very big problem.
В стране не было металла, было очень мало металла.
There was no metal in the country.
Петр I распорядился, надо решить эту проблему.
So Peter the Great, you know Peter the Great? Have you heard?
Yeah,
So
heard.
he decided that this problem has to be solved.
И вот горные инженеры по всей стране начали искать металлические руды.
So, and mountain engineers around the whole country started to try to find metal ores.
И у нас на Урале эти руды были найдены.
And in the Urals, these metal ores were found finally.
Зеленый цвет – медная руда, желтый цвет – железная руда.
So the green is copper ores, the yellow is iron ores. Нет, я работала в металлургии.
Понял?
Как называется немножко? Ferrum. Это
Ferrum
очень
это
металл, железо.
red in color, да?
Нет, говорят iron.
Ну,
Он как чугун. Ferrum это как вещество чисто.
все специалисты. Руды было много найдено, также было у нас много топлива, все покрыто лесами.
So a lot of ores were found, and also here was a lot of petrol because we had a lot of wood.
И на Урале было построено больше 200 металлургических заводов.
And because of this, on the territory of Urals, more than 200 metal plants were built.
Вот карта Урала и значками обозначены заводы.
So here is the map of Urals of those days, and you can see the signs. They show the plants, metal obtaining and metal working plants.
Ну а теперь посмотрим, как действует завод.
Now we will see how the plants work.
Для завода необходимо, чтобы там действовали механизмы.
It was very important for the plants to some mechanisms to work.
А тогда еще не было никаких моторов.
And those days there were no engines and no motors. They were not invented.
Никаких, ни электрических, ни...
Not electrical, not mechanical, no engines at all.
Никаких. Ага. Как решали эту проблему?
They were not. How? Yeah, only manual, only with hands. How did people solve the problem?
Небольшую речку перегораживали стеной, плотиной.
They used the water, some little river where was like stuck with kind of wall, a kind of wall, плотина it is called. Dam, yeah.
Дамба, да?
Да, ну когда я...
Да. А выше плотины образовывался пруд.
Of course, higher than this dam, there was a kind of pond,
А ниже плотины ставили завод.
and the plant itself was lower than the dam.
Вода падала с высоты несколько метров.
So water was pouring from from some meters from the
А
height.
внизу ставили колеса, которые вода
And
крутила.
below that was a kind of wheel which was which went round, and the water too went round with this wheel.
И вот эти колеса приводили в действие все механизмы на заводе.
So, and these wheels made all the mechanisms used in the plant's work.
Так вот, на заводах и решалась проблема с металлом. Наши заводы выпускали много металла.
So, and that was the way how the problem with metal was solved. And our plants obtained and made a lot of metal.
Но наши заводы не остановились только на выпуске металла. Они из металла уже делали сложную продукцию.
But our plants were not just obtaining or working the metal, they also made some products, made some goods from this metal.
Это оружие, это посуда, это монеты.
These were some guns, also for military services and coins, for example.
В том числе и художественную продукцию выпускали, очень красивую, ну и мебель, и статуэтки, все что угодно.
There were also some beautiful products, some connected with art. It's not the art exactly, but some, beautiful furniture, a kind of sculpture, something of this kind. Everything was made from metal.
Так, Елена, проведем викторину. Не против?
Play. Would you like to play a little game, the guessing game, like this? Let's go.
Кто из группы первый догадается о главной идее этого стола?
Who can be the first guess of the main peculiarity of this tea?
Смотрите.
Look attentively and try to guess what is so special about it. What is
Первый
peculiar?
скажет.
Black color.
Yeah, so this culture of animals, like, how do we call it now? In all the cultures.
राशि हमारी पीसीज राशि जो राशि बताते हो राशि कहते हैं ये पीसीज है ये स्कॉर्पियो वगैरह
Yes,
वो है।
like that, znaki. That. Yes, so yes. The name? Anjali Sharma, yeah?
Анжели Шерма молодец, она первая
That's
догадалась.
good, applause.
Как блядь?
तूने तो बताया था
Would you like to have one more game to guess something?
Идемте.
भाई तू लेट हो गया बांट लेना तो
Перед вами статуэтка.
Here is a statue.
Собачка стоит на задних лапках и держит в пасти плеть.
So the dog, you can see the dog is standing at its paws, and it has a village.
हंटर
हंटर
Yeah, handle in its mouth. I don't know.
Sword.
Before I have seen the word.
Вопрос. Для чего использовали эту статуэтку?
What was this statue used for? How do you think?
obey the commands
What?
obeying the commands, like
Obeying
dog.
the commands,
Dog.
commanded давай.
Trained dog.
No,
Trained dog.
А?
Trained
Trained
dog.
dog, тренировать собак.
Нет,
No,
это
it's
железно.
not
она-
real. You can see everything. It was used in this way.
it's a symbol.
Symbol.
कुत्ता है
Stand.
जो कि वफादार है.
Ah. What? Stand. For what? Like for what?
For keeping the
What things? How do you think? The weather is not always good in Perm region. What things did people put here?
Coats and
oh,
When it's raining.
umbrella.
Of course. Yeah.
Так, как
Молодой
первый
человек.
догадался, как зовут?
Piyush.
Пьюш. Very good.
Спасибо.
Так, еще вопрос.
One more question. Would you like?
Да, конечно.
Так, вот это черепаха. Это черепаха
Here is a turtle.
тоже использовалась.
It was also used for something.
Кто догадается, для чего она использовалась?
Try to guess what for?
What? Gun?
Keeping jewelry. Украшения.
Не.
No, it's too big for this, I think. Or you think that women had a lot of jewelry? To,
वेट
I think.
क्या
ये टॉर्टोइस किस लिए यूज करते थे? करो
Try
गेस.
to guess. I think it's very difficult to guess. Okay, давайте поможем чуть-чуть. It was cold in the houses, winter, and there was no central heating.
Oh,
They used
this.
Yes,
Coal
yes,
inside.
yes. Here is a cover. Yes, for getting warm. That's right.
Молодцы, ребята. Молодцы.
Great deal. Well done.
बिल्ली क्या दिखा रहे? बिरयानी दे दियो.
Очень важный этап в развитии Урала.
The second part of the 18th century was a very important period for the development of Europe.
Екатерина II
So here you can see Ekaterina II.
решила выделить большой регион в стране, Уральский регион.
So she decided to divide a special, very big region in the country.
И нужна была столица этого региона.
And she wanted to find like a capital for this region. Регион какой? Добывающий, да, что-то? То есть?
Уральский, нет.
Она просто решила выделить.
Да,
like
да, Уральский
like
регион,
Ural
да.
region, she just decided to divide it from all the other parts, you know.
В Индии это штаты. Как
So
штат.
like in India there are states, so she decided to divide the country, and here was one of the states, and she wanted to find the capital for this state.
Когда решали этот вопрос, пришли к выводу, что это должен быть перекресток главных дорог.
So when they decided what place should become a capital, they decided that it should be a crossroads of the main roads.
Главная дорога у нас на Урале – это река Кама.
The main road, like road, you see the route, the main route was the Kama River those days.
А вот примерно здесь эту дорогу пересекал Сибирский тракт.
And somewhere here, this road, this Kama River, was crossed by Sibirskaya Road. Sibirский тракт is a very, very wide road
Да,
for trading,
которая вела из Москвы в Сибирь дорога.
which led from Moscow to Siberia.
Так вот, именно здесь перевозили и кареты, и телеги через реку.
So exactly here, different wheels. I mean, like not cars, but that were some. So in this place, all the wagons crossed the river.
И это проходило около завода, который мы смотрели, стенд завода.
And that was exactly near the plant that we saw in that hall.
И вот решили, что этот поселок и будет столицей всего Урала, всего региона, всего штата.
So it was decided that that village, that settlement, will become like a capital of the whole Ural. Yegoshikinsky plant. Maybe you heard about it. It is always said that Yegoshikinsky plant was the start of Perm. That is exactly why.
Указы оглашались в Петропавловском соборе.
So the orders of Ekaterina were announced in Petropavlovsky cathedral.
Это произошло в 1781 году.
It happened in 1781.
И вот с этого времени Пермь является столицей Урала.
So, and from that time, from that year, Perm is said to be the capital of the Urals.
Так, ну а сейчас пройдем в следующий зал, поговорим о хозяине этого дома.
So, and now we will go to the next hall and talk exactly about Meshkov, who was the host of this house for a lot of years.
Would you like to live in such a house? Because you mentioned to be. You want? Your house is much more beautiful.
That's great. Is it big?
Same?
Cigarette.
У человека вот дом очень большой, больше, чем это. Is your house bigger than this one?
Yeah, look. Okay, that's cool.
Мы еще видим раз портрет Николая Васильевича Мешкова.
So here you can see the portrait of Nikolai Vasilievich Meshkov.
Он один из самых богатых людей Российской империи.
He was one of the richest person in Russian Empire those days.
Его состояние составляло десятки миллионов золотых рублей.
He had some tens of millions, some millions of golden rubles. Not just millions of golden rubles.
А образование его было 4 класса.
But his education was only 4
Four.
classes.
Потом ему отец сказал, что надо помогать семье зарабатывать деньги.
After that, after the 4th class, his father told him that you have to start to help your family earn money.
И всего, что он имел, Мешков достиг сам.
And everything that he finally had, he gained himself. He did everything himself.
Уникальный человек, энерджайзер такой.
He was a unique person, very energetic.
Да, коммуникабельный, умел строить отношения, умел организовывать производство.
He was very communicative. He was able to communicate well with people and organize some companies, plants, and everything. To organize everything.
Он мог себе позволить все и мог себе позволить такой дом.
He was able to buy anything those days, and he was able to have such a house. For those days, that was a very big house.
Выкупил участок на берегу реки.
So he bought the land on the bank of the river.
Архитектору Турчевичу заказал проект этого дома.
He ordered the project from architect Turchevich. It was a famous one.
И дом был построен.
So then the house was built. Here you can see the house in the old period, the old days.
В доме 4 этажа.
So there are 4 stories in this house, 4 stories, 4 floors.
Нижний этаж, где вы сдавали одежду, да?
Yeah, the ground floor, that was where we left our coats.
И верхний этаж небольшой,
And it was a little upper floor, top floor.
вспомогательные этажи.
These flowers are just like for, not living, to, yeah, like this.
Второй этаж, прямоугольные окна.
The second floor, you can see rectangular windows.
Да. Здесь была контора, офис.
So here in this room was his office.
А на первом этаже полукруглые окна.
On the first floor, round windows, you can see there.
Жила семья Мешкова, и был его кабинет.
Yeah, so his family lived, and it was his room for working, кабинет it's called in Russian. Yeah.
К дому примыкал сад.
And it was also a very beautiful garden.
Ну, почти такой же особняк, как у ваших родителей, да?
So, do you have like the same with a beautiful garden house?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Ну, еще надо сказать, что Мешков не только на себя тратил деньги, он и помогал другим людям.
We have to say that Meshkov not only spent the money for himself and his family, but he also helped other people who needed it.
1891 год.
1891 year.
На Урале был неурожай.
That year was bad for the Urals. There were very little crops.
Люди голодали.
It was a hunger. There was nothing to eat for people.
Мешков на свои деньги покупал зерно, помогал людям.
So Meshkov used his own money and bought some crops to help people.
Что еще сказать? Он один из основателей Пермского университета.
He was one of the founders of the Perm State University.
А ребята где учатся?
Медицинский, medical
University.
Но они все же начались фактически.
Да.
So the Perm State University was the start for all the universities, all the other universities in medical. The same started there. Once it was a faculty, and then it appeared to be university.
Он несколько зданий подарил будущему университету.
He presented some buildings to the future university.
И еще 500 тысяч рублей золотом.
And also 500,000 rubles, golden rubles, in gold.
Вот такой замечательный был человек.
So he was a great person.
Его все любили, уважали.
He was respected and loved by people, by all people.
Посмотрите на эту фотографию.
So here's a picture, you can look at it.
На этой фотографии мы видим Максима Горького.
Here is Maxim Gorky in this one.
Знаменитый писатель, как
He was a very famous writer, like кто? Вы сказали?
Равиндранат. Ну нет.
Равиндранат Тагор.
Which is the most famous Indian writer?
Равиндранат
So he
Tagor.
was the same
Right.
here. He was very, very famous.
Да.
А рядом с ним стоит Шаляпин, Федор Шаляпин, величайший певец.
And now the second person is Fyodor Shaliapin. Have you heard? He was greatest singer. Very famous.
Они тоже себя считали друзьями Мешкова.
So they thought to be friends with Meshkov. So they decided that they were friends.
Вот такой был человек Николай
So the
Васильевич.
person was really, really great.
Николай Васильевич работал всю жизнь.
So Meshkov worked for the whole life.
И только в 80 лет вышел на пенсию.
And only when he was 80 years old, he decided to retire, just to have some rest.
И ему правительство дало персональную пенсию.
and the government gave him a personal grant, a personal money for his pension.
Так, ну, пройдемте в следующий зал.
So now the next hall.
Так, ребята, не ставлю.
Are you tired?
Нет, нет.
Ну, тогда я не расскажу, а потом...
And here we will have a picture altogether. Where is it? Digging
Нет, в том зале.
in another hall we will have.
Этот зал посвящен культуре.
So this hall is about Perm culture.
Нашему оперному театру
Our opera theater. Из вас кто-нибудь ходил? Мы ходили на этой неделе. Has any one of you been at the theater this
Да.
week? Yeah?
Ходили, да?
Some. When? So opera theater.
У театра уже 152-й сезон.
So opera theater has 152nd season this year.
В Перми была фабрика, где изготовляли эти пианино.
In Perm there was
И
also
те
a
рояли.
factory where such pianos and royals were made.
В Перми бывало очень много писателей.
A lot
Вот
of
некоторые.
poets and writers visited Perm.
Ага. И все знают нашего знаменитого земляка во всем мире Сергей Дягилев.
And the whole world knows the person who was born here, who lived here, Sergei Dyagilev. Have you heard about Dyagilev?
Это величайший импресарио, который всему миру показал русское искусство.
He was a greatest impresario who showed the whole world Russian culture.
Он организовал русские сезоны в Париже.
He organized Russian seasons in Paris. Это был балет же, да?
Да,
It was a
да,
kind of
в
ballet.
том числе балет.
One of these things were ballet.
Ага. Ну вот я,
He showed Russian art.
да, немного рассказал вам о нашей истории. Может быть, вопросы ко мне?
So, do you have any questions about history? Sure. You want to?
О, это экспонат.
So it's better not to touch her because it's very old. It's usual in the museums.
Так, нет вопросов?
Do you have questions?
Нет.
No.
Ну, наверное, Анастасия, на память фотографии вам для отчета.
Сколько вам лет?
Сколько пианино лет? How many years?
Более 100 лет.
More than 100 years. Here you can see the bear. А здесь еще были какие-то картинки, да?
Нет, канделябры подсвечены.
Here you can see the place. It's for not lamps. They were like candles to be able to play when it was dark.
Dark.
You know, it's a special place for it. Candelabra, it's called in Russian.
Так,
Cool.
ну все тогда. Нет вопросов.
No questions? No.
Ну тогда слово Анастасии. Фотографии, да, вопросы. И еще какие-то вопросы ко мне.
Все, да? То есть вот что?
А? Ну зачем? Ну, хотите, давайте.
So, come here for the photo.
Was he not married?
Yes, он же был женат, да?
Да,
А детей у него сколько было?
несколько детей было.
А сколько? 3, 4, 5, 10, неизвестно, да?
У него было 2 брака.
He had actually two weddings. He was married for 2 times,
Because
and he had
there's
several.
no photo of his wife.
А?
No photograph
Yes,
of his
нет,
wife.
говорит, фотографии жены.
Вот здесь.
Вот тут есть. Вот здесь есть. Here
Oh,
is his
да.
family. Yeah, here it is. So he had
Так, ребята, чиз.
some photos. Where, yeah, okay. Thank you.
ठीक है, अभी बताओ आपने यहाँ क्या क्या देखा?
जो आपने देखा वही सब कुछ।
सही है।
army for the revolution. That is why there were a lot of groups of people who gathered together to fight for the revolution against the monarch. That is why you can see lots of documents of this kind, photos of that period.